No, I think that was. They have the best offense in the NFL. The Redskins. They have a defensive coordinator. He should have been doing his job and stopping those guys.
They had a good game.
Plain and simple. Yes, they're beating them down. They're beating them down, and I want to see the game between the Pats and the Colts this weekend.
Wait a minute, where's my coffee? But before I grab my coffee, I have a Cheepseetzz stat for you right now. The Giants made a terrific leap. And of course, you know they won their game in London, but this stat just in. They started out at 0-2 and ran off 6 straight. Now, they're one of a handful of teams, and they are as follows. Green Bay in 1924, they went 7-4. The Green Bay of 37, they went 7-4 that year. Chicago of 1947, they went 8-4 that year. And Dallas in 1993, after starting off 0-2, went to 12-4 and won the Super Bowl that year. Also, Manning has 288 touchdowns as a Colt, passing your guy. And Antonio Gates has just made the list of 4,000-yard receivings for tight ends.
I want to know one question. Did the Bears win the Super Bowl in
47?
47?
No, it wasn't called the Super Bowl at that time. It was called the World Championship. How you like my sports acumen? Yeah?
He's disgusting.
Hey, that's the days of leather helmets. I remember that game. It was a snowy game.
Shut up.
Okay.
The reason I let him do it was because the game the Giants played in London this week, and he was born over there. He's a limey.
That's right. That was a kind of a messed up game due to the fact that the field conditions weren't made for, 200-pound. Look, the field was terrible. It was for soccer.
The grass wasn't high.
What it was called was a soccer pitch. It was a soccer pitch in which you kicked the football around.
The Giants are lucky they won the game.
Man, they're lucky. They walked away.
But Eli ran for a touchdown, so
Eli's my man. Him and Plaxico Burress, number 2 in the pass-catching combination over the last 2 years.
Who's number 1?
Had to be Peyton and Harrison. Mm-hmm. They're number 1.
Who's going to be number 1 this year?
Oh, man, it's going to be Morse and Brady. The way they're rolling. Yo, this New England area, man, they're killing me, man.
Yeah, but really, you think they're running up the score?
Yes.
You think they're running up the score?
Yes, running up the score.
When did it occur to you that they were running up the score?
After Bill Belichick got busted for the camera. Ever since then, they've been lights out on everybody.
You know when it really occurred to me is, the first few games, I really didn't have a problem with it. They weren't. It wasn't as bad as all that, but the Dallas game, there was time ticking off the clock, and I said, all right. I said they'll kneel down the ball. I said they're almost at, I think they were at the 1-yard line, something like that, or 2-yard line at the end of the game, the very end of the game, and all of a sudden he sneaks in for a touchdown. I said they're running up the score.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Bill Belichick wants to stick it to everybody.
Let me tell you.
He wants to stick it to everybody. And see, Eric Mangini wants to get like Bill Belichick, but family, son, let's get it together. They should have never let Pete Kendall go and start that, because that left tackle is what's costing them. Without that left tackle protecting Pennington, who's no longer the starting quarterback, it's now Clemens' time.
This week coming up is Clemens.
Will be Clemens.
That's right.
And hopefully he has a terrible day because I picked the Redskins over the Jets.
Right. Well,
hey, Georgia, what you want? Come on up here.
And what was I going to tell you?
Who was you going to tell me?
In our games, by the way, you picked the Colts.
Yes.
You picked the Colts
for this week's contest. Colts, Patriots. Yeah. I'm with the Colts, and the Bear is.
I'm with the Patriots, and so it should be a great game.
Yo, it's gonna be a fantastic game.
If you don't watch no other game this weekend, college or pro, that is the game to watch.
But Bear, what's the deal? They are 7-0 and a 5-point underdogs at home. That to me, I can't. You know how they say, I can't wrap my mind around that.
Yeah, let me tell you. 7-0, but both teams are 7-0. The only thing is, you would think the Colts would be favored. But let's go on to the next question about who's going to win Super Bowl 41.5.
I like that. So who will win Super Bowl 41.5? The Patriots or the Colts?
I like the Cowboys.
No, but we're talking about the matchup between the Patriots and the Colts.
I'll go with the Patriots.
All right.
Patriots. Because they're the best team I've seen in the world. And they're the best team in the sports entertainment right now. So I like them.
Colts. They're the home team.
I still like the Colts.
No comments.
The Colts. Why? Because I thought they got a better defense, and I like Archie. I just think they got a better running game than the Patriots.
The way Tom Brady's playing, nobody's stopping that guy.
Colts.
I think the Colts might whoop some ass.
I'm glad.
Some Heine.
All right. Once again, you're watching Cheepseetzz. CheepSeetzz. That's 2 Z's at the end. This just in, and don't forget, you can go to MySpace with that Cheepseetzz. You know how to do the MySpace thing, because every time I explain it, Ronnie always tells me, you know, the slash, I get it wrong. But let me update you on the 4,000-yard tight ends. We've got in that distinguished list Kellen Winslow, Mike Ditka, Antonio Gates falls in right in that slot. Then we have Jackie Smith of St. Louis. This is before he went to Dallas and dropped that touchdown pass against Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. And
what are you laughing about? You have money on that game.
And to round out the list is Tony Gonzalez. Now.
And the Winslow we're talking about is not
the flip on the bike Winslow.
Right.
We're talking on top of that, you got to watch out for Dallas Clark of the Indianapolis Colts. He's asleep at tight end. I like that guy, man. I'm telling you.
He's the guy in the commercial that the little kid tells him to Manning. Throw the clock.
Yo, that's a great commercial. Manning's in just about everything, but I don't see Brady in a lot of commercials.
No, because he's too busy making babies.
He's too busy making babies and dating supermodels. Man, I'm hating that cat, man.
And throwing touchdown passes this year.
Oh, man. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
When the guy first came in the league and he went up to New England, he didn't cash his first check for months.
Months. Yeah. Well,
they're killing me, though.
Now he's cashing checks.
He's cashing checks. And now, hey, Al, he's got to get diapers. Wait a minute. Can he get diapers for his kid? Or is she going to?
No, he's
got to mail them. He could throw it to the kid.
He probably can.
And the kid will catch him.
He probably can have somebody change the diapers for the kid.
By the time the kid catches the bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But getting back to Indianapolis, I like Indianapolis over the Patriots. This has been the Patriots and the Pats have separated themselves from the rest of the league. They're like, it's them, and then who else? And who's going to come out of the NFC to challenge these guys? I mean, if the Patriots knock off the Colts Sunday, and which you'll find out.
The AFC has dominated the last few Super Bowls.
Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah, they've dominated.
Okay, the last one was
last year.
Who
won last year? The Colts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I knew that. I was just testing you.
You were testing me.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
You were testing me.
All right, where's my coffee? All right.
Yeah,
I got no popcorn today, folks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But,
Ronnie, this is some great coffee.
To me, the AFC will probably win it again. I mean, with these two teams alone. But I got a question to put out to everybody out there. And if you could email us with this answer, it would be wonderful. We'll check our emails after the show. Do you think that either New England or Indianapolis can remain undefeated for the rest of the year?
Whoa.
And that Miami will win a game? Because Miami is 0-7
so far.
0-7.
They're 0-7. Can you believe reversal of fortune?